Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm excited to share with you the fragrances that I wore over the past couple of weeks. I'm kind of giving you the highlights, the ones that I got compliments from. I got quite a few compliments this past couple of weeks. So I want to share those with you. But before I get started, if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and hit that button. Join the Weird and Wonderful family. It would be awesome to have you part of the community. And Happy New Year to everybody. And let's get started. So because it was the festive season, I definitely wore a lot of really luscious, delicious fragrances and also received compliments from a few of them. So I'm going to save those ones for last, but I'm going to start with KHALTAT Night by ATTAR. This is the fragrance that I wore for Christmas Eve. Now, I just think it's the most delicious kind of boozy cherry fragrance. So it's got some booze in it. It smells a little bit tobacco-y. I think probably from the apple. So it has apple in it as well. And what I find is with apple, sometimes it can smell a little bit boozy. So definitely get this cherry boozy fragrance. It's slightly medicinal. And then it's got lots of cinnamon in it. So what I get primarily is cherry, cinnamon. I can't remember if there's a vetiver in here, but definitely some sort of woodiness. Smells a little bit vetiver-esque, so kind of a spicy, kind of dry feeling in this fragrance. To me, it smells like a delicious kind of cherry tobacco with a little bit of booziness in it. I love it. Like, I absolutely love this fragrance. Now, interestingly, I've worn it 2 or 3 times now, and it never gets me a compliment. So I don't know if I just don't put enough on because it feels really strong. So I kind of go a little bit lighter with it. So I don't know if that's the issue, but definitely I love it. I think I'm going to buy it. It's not exactly cheap, like it's around 135 Canadian, and it's sold out a lot because it's such a popular fragrance. But I think I'm going to have it in my collection. As far as a cherry fragrance is concerned, this would be one that's right up there with the best. So love this one. Didn't get me a compliment though. Next fragrance that I wore was Italian Cello by Oakcha. Now this fragrance is the dupe for Xerjoff's Lyra from the Casmerati line. So it smells, let's see, it definitely has that smoky lemon pound cake vibe, which I really love. The only thing about this one is I don't find, like, it lasts a long time on the skin. I don't find it projects as good as Lyra. And I'm not sure I love it as much as Lyra. So I think I'm still going to buy Lyra, even though I have this. But this is definitely a good alternative as far as longevity, but I just kind of want the real thing. So using this for now, but eventually I'm going to definitely get Lyra because I just love it. I love it. But I never get a compliment from that one either. Next fragrance that I wore was Velvet Vanilla by MANCERA. Now this I just love. It's warm, it's sweet, it's a powerhouse, smells very tuberose heavy. So that bubblegum kind of candy-esque tuberose is in here. There's a little bit of pear. I don't get the pear. What I get is a little whisper of green. It's mainly that bubblegummy like tuberose and then vanilla. So this one dries down and it smells like a sweet buttercream icing on my skin. It's really warm, delicious, fun to wear. And if you like vanilla, but you find it gets too cloying, this one's very sweet, but I don't find it cloying. Somehow it just works for me. So really, really enjoy this one. I've said before, it reminds me of a party in a bottle. Yeah, love this one. So I wore this one, I think, not Boxing Day. I remember what I wore at Boxing. I wore it sometime during the week, but not on one of the special days. This one I wore for Boxing Day, and it is Jean-Paul Gaultier's Scandale à Paris. I just love this one. It's fun to wear. I think it's got jasmine in it. There's pear. It's kind of fresh, but really sweet and delicious. I just really, really enjoy this fragrance. To me, it's more of a springtime fragrance, but I wear this one all year round because it's just one of my favorites. So yeah, Scandale à Paris. It's fun to wear. My husband really enjoys it. And so yeah, this is what I wore on Boxing Day. Now for my compliment getters. So first one was IDOLE Nectar. Now this one, delicious rose. There's 3 different types of rose in this one. What I get primarily is a very, very sweet, kind of bright rose. Smells a little jammy. It smells like peony to me. So it feels kind of like a fluffy, beautiful, bright rose. Very similar to IDOLE Nectar, but I just think it's a little bit of a brighter, sweeter rose in this one. You get that original DNA, but I just find that the rose in this one is a bit sweeter, a bit more just delectable, slightly jammy, and almost feels fluffy, like a big, huge, fluffy rose. So that's why I think peony, because it feels a little bit peony-esque to me, and it's got that sweetness. This also has caramel, vanilla, and popcorn in it, and I definitely get all 3 of those notes as it dries down. Definitely notice those things. So I really love this one, and I got a compliment with this one. This one projects beautifully, but the person came in for a hug and went, you smell nice. So love this one. And I really do, like, this is just a very happy fragrance. If you want to smell great, and as an easy reach, to me, IDOLE Nectar is the one to go with. So I'm in love with this fragrance. Next fragrance that I wore leading up to Christmas time was La Vie Belle. Now this one, this is one I definitely love wearing in the wintertime. It's such a massive projector and so powerful and potent that I feel like wintertime is the best time for this. Otherwise it can get a bit cloying. So really enjoy wearing this one. It smells like I definitely get that pear and that black currant and just a whole bunch of sweetness. I think there's praline in this one. I know there's florals in this one. It's a bit of a, to me, a schmoz of notes in there, but it smells sweet and syrupy and is just kind of comforting in the colder weather. And we had like -30, so it was perfect for this. This one, I definitely got a compliment from a guy from this one. And that's what I find. I find guys really, really enjoy this fragrance. I had one person tell me, like, start talking about how how, you know, those people that wear too much fragrance, like, and they you know, they have to put it on until they smell themselves and it's too much. And they were talking about men, but I couldn't help but feel like maybe they were talking about me, and it was their subtle or not so subtle way of telling me I had too much perfume on. But I love this one. Got a compliment, so I'm kind of happy. And the last one was L'Extase by Nina Ricci. Now this is, I think, honestly, this has become my favorite L'Extase and one of my favorite, period. Like, I just am in love with this. This is only a 30 ml, and as soon as it's gone, I'm buying a big bottle because I'm just absolutely in love with this. So it's really a jammy rose. There's caramel in here. I think there's raspberry, maybe a little bit of peach too. This comes across as a super delectable caramel rose fragrance with just a hint of fruitiness in it. To me, it's very classy yet sensual smelling. So I wore this one Christmas Day and I couldn't have been happier. I kept on getting beautiful whiffs of it. And like, to me, these 2 fragrances are similar as far as having kind of a gourmand-esque nature to them, yet remaining very classy and beautiful fragrances. So both of these are like grown woman, sensual fragrances that can be worn during the day. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. So these definitely were my highlight of the past couple of weeks. Love, love, love these. And that is it. What about you? Did you get any compliments over the past couple of weeks during the festive season? If you did, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to know, and so would everyone else. Other than that, I hope you have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.